crazy? This guy actually can't take an under. Like, it's not a bit. Like, it's actually deep down. He can't do it.
I have never taken an under in my life, and I never will.
Even on Prize Picks or any props?
No, ever. Ever.
That's unreal, man.
Welcome back to the TFM Bets Show.
How we doing, Mikey?
We're good. A little upset. You know, we attended the Providence College basketball game against TCU last night, and it did not go to plan for the Friars.
When are you going to learn? Stop disrespecting the frogs, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The TikTok hurt when you were like, when is this bozo going to learn to stop fading the frogs? That one hurt.
I mean, they looked good. I was a little sussed out in the first 5 minutes. You were putting up a fight, but you did call it. You said Providence always puts up a fight in the first half and then just melts away in the second half.
Always, dude. I don't know what happens. The scoring falls off. I mean, make no mistake, you guys are going to get punked in the Big 12.
Probably.
Not a great basketball team.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, it's early in the season. They looked good last night. They've got big time players. Who knows though?
They looked good last night. They couldn't miss from beyond the arc, which I think was a problem. I mean, we came out in the 2-3 zone, and that never works when you're shooting well from behind the arc.
Yeah.
But no, as a Providence fan, I will say the alarms are kind of going off for me a little bit.
Are they?
I feel like we had some guys that were supposed to step up this year that were on last year's team that really aren't, and I feel as though a couple of the transfers aren't where I think we were pitched they would be, if that makes sense.
I mean, you guys have huge expectations as a school in the Big East, right? I mean, compared to me as a TCU fan, I'm not really expecting too much of this team. But as a Providence, Big East guy, are the sirens going off?
Like, the sirens are going off, I'm being honest. This is the only sport we have. And TCU is, I'm going to say, lower middle of the pack, Big 12 basketball team.
Sure.
Right? So that should be, for us, a really good, temperature gauge to see where we are going into this year. Dude, we looked horrendous. Defensive end, offensive end, nothing's working. There also seems like there's no gel.
There's not that electricity factor, too, like last year.
Nothing, dude.
Nothing.
But, moving on. You hit the Bozo package last night.
The Bozo packs pay. I know it's stupid. Minus 300 Leafs, minus 300 Lakers, minus 300 TCU. But I mean, I put $600 on that thing and it fucking paid 10.
Just for the people, can you explain what a Bozo package is?
Yeah, it's just a stupid parlay that I highly recommend you don't tail. You don't take minus 300s, but when you need to see one go through the basket, what do? You resort to the Bozo package, take 3-4 wagons to win the game. Nothing cheeky, no spreads, no first half. Just go out and win the game, do your job. And that's what the Leafs, Lakers, and TCU did last night.
And make no mistake, the Bozo package pays.
I mean, it's also not a bad idea to full fade the Bozo package because you put like $25 on that. What would that have paid out? Like $500?
It was $25 or $500, yeah.
$500. I mean, and there was life. The Leafs were down. TCU was sus in the first couple minutes of that game. And the Lakers were down like 6 at one point. But they did their jobs.
Yeah, I responded with the full fade of the Bozo and looked like a Bozo.
Dude, it's just like the Bozo packs kind of bring you back to reality after just drowning for days, because you can attest to gambling right now has just not been fun because of all the fluke shit going on. You got draws in the World Cup. You got the Lakers blowing a 17-point lead and the Blazers in the fourth quarter. You got bullshit on the ice. It's like you just need to see one get through the basket sometimes, and that's why you take a Bozo pack.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a second? Gambling has not been fun lately. I don't know if it's just because I'm losing, if everyone's losing, but the games have not been fun.
Dude,
NFL games, not to cut you off, but the primetime games, dude, there has not been a year in my life where I have enjoyed primetime games less than this year.
I'll top you on that. There has not been there hasn't been a season of NHL that has been less fun than this one right now.
Oh, dude, I'm going to be honest. The NHL, I'm good with the ice. I don't need to be on the ice every night, dude. I don't need to be on the ice every night.
Not just the parlays that have been selling. The Prize Picks entries. Players are not doing their jobs. I just full faded a 6-legger cooked up by the community on the stream, It full faded.
Full faded. I saw
Every
that.
single one didn't
Full
hit.
fade.
It's all the wagons too. You got Halliburton, Embiid, literally full fade.
All right, well, now the age-old question. Would you rather lose a parlay by one leg or lose a parlay by a full fade?
100% full fade. Because
Really?
it's less soul sucking. It's less holy fuck, I'm in pain. You know? At least when it full fades, you can chalk that parlay after the first leg. You don't have to sweat that shit out. It's not soul sucking. But with the last legger, you're sitting there with so much hope and so much fucking just like, holy shit, the coins are coming home. Just for it to absolutely sell like the Blazers in the fourth quarter, up 17.
Only for the coins not
Not
to come home.
you know?
Dude.
So it's like the bag's there and it just gets fumbled.
Fumbled.
But
Yeah.
when it full fades, it's like, that shit was chalked.
Yeah, I guess it's easier to just be like, all right, well, I was just wrong on that one. Whereas like when a one-leg loss, you're kind of looking at it like, damn, I was right there.
I mean, literally 2 nights ago when I needed Timo Meyer, you know, for like $10,000 and he didn't come through on Timo Tuesday.
When are you going to
Crazy,
cancel
man.
that?
Oh, it's canceled. It's canceled. We're done with that bozo on Tuesdays.
Done with Timo Tuesdays.
Dude, I'm telling you, hockey has just been stealing my coin.
And again, make no mistake, as bettors, I fully believe in bets like that. Just because his name starts with a T. Timo Tuesday.
Yeah, dude.
Cavs, Mavs, Avs.
The Georgie lay. George Mason, Georgetown, and what was the other one? Fuck.
I don't remember.
There was a third George. Georgia Tech or something like
Georgia
that.
Tech?
I
The
don't know.
Georgie lay?
All 3 of them hit.
Did it smack?
Yes.
Oh, it's like Jets, Mets, Nets. I love those kind of lays. Where it's like you look at a board and you're like,
You can do 40 minutes of research, analysis, lab work, and go full fade and make a Georgie lay and have that shit slap.
and it smacks
Like,
in the
makes-
mouth.
it makes no
dude.
sense.
Smacks in the mouth. Anything else from yesterday that you thought was going crazy? I mean, I know it's tough because when we go to a game, it's hard to have the finger on the pulse of like what was going on.
Facts.
You hit the lay, which was huge. We got to watch the end of the Lakers game. We had an interesting debate about whether Wembanyama is Bol and then whether or not Bol is better than LeBron. But I think we'll leave that one off air.
Please. Can we not compare Bull to LeBron? Please.
I mean, they do the same things. No, I'm just kidding. But was there anything else you saw last night that you were kind of like, oh, man?
The GOATs in the NBA going off. If we would have just took Durant, Booker,
Tatum,
like, I mean, we're overlooking GOATs over points, over PRA, and we're getting cute taking fucking Shake Milton over turnovers. It's like, what are we doing, dude?
But I will say, though, it's so hard to look at a Prize Picks entry or like when you're betting props to look at the prop and it says over 31.5 points. Because you're going, no way it gets over 30. Even if it's Devin Booker and Jason Tatum, I'm going, he could score 30 and it's a good night for him.
Yeah.
Like, is he really going to get that extra 2? And then nights like yesterday happen where, you know, Tatum drops 49, Booker drops 51. Or if it was
Durant,
the opposite way
41.
around. Yeah, like Durant's dropping 41. It's just like, you know, those are numbers I don't like. I like the Jordan Pools at 15s.
I hate those. I
Really?
hate those. I literally hate those. You're a Jordan Poole guy. I'm like a Michael Bridges guy. McCall Bridges guy, where it's like 15, 16 and a half. I like that, but I'm not in love with that because he's probably averaging 13, 14, you know. Is he going to get there? It's probably not greened out on Prize Picks.
No.
It's not catching my eye.
I don't trust the greened out still on Prize Picks.
That's good. You should.
I don't trust them at all. Every time someone comes up to me and they're like, yeah, it's free. And every single one is green, no shot.
Bro, they sometimes will fuck with you on those. Because, like, the other day, we had a guy on Prize Picks, Cam Tyson or some shit, on Seattle college basketball. They had his data shown from last season, but not the previous 4 games from this season. So he was a full red-out goblin, but he's really been averaging like 30 points in the first 4 games of the season. So you'd think, oh, this is going under, but no,
But it was free to go over.
no, it's still went under though.
Oh, my.
So
How are you going to tell that story and end it like that, dude?
I thought I was gonna wrap up with like, yeah, he's soared over. No, he's still.
That was like a Bible verse where you're like, oh my God, they might make it. That shit went under.
He couldn't make one more basket.
And you know he had the over. And you know you had the over.
Thanks.
But no, other than, you know, the other thing crazy outside of the games went on was, you know, the Patrick Peterson, Kyler Murray thing. I don't really have much to say on it. I feel like as a teammate, keep it in the locker room. Just keep it in
that
the
shit in the
locker room.
locker room.
Keep it in the locker room.
Locker room's in shambles. That's ridiculous.
It's got to be, dude. Everyone's tweeting.
I know.
Everyone's tweeting about it.
I mean, I was never really rushed into the book to bet on the Cardinals, but now I'm definitely not.
Fade, though.
Yeah.
Could it be a fade?
Could be a fade.
All right, let's talk about some games. We talked about it a little bit before. We have some very important championship games coming up this Saturday. We will be attending one of them, so we might as well start there. TCU's taking on Kansas State, and TCU's -2.5. That line hasn't moved.
It's not going to move.
Okay, -2.5. You're the TCU guy. Talk me through it.
This is a scary game. Kansas State is so scary.
Are you scared?
I'm very scared.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we should have probably lost that game earlier in the year against Kansas State. We injured their quarterback, Martinez, so he didn't play the second half. I think we were down like 3 touchdowns going into halftime. And, of course, the Frog Magic happened, and we came back and won that game. But if Martinez is still in, do we win that game? I don't know, man. I don't know. So the spread was -3.5 when we played them last. It's 2.5 now. Everyone's been doubting the Frogs every time they step on the field, and they always prove them wrong. So I'm banking on that being the story this weekend. But I mean, I keep doubting them too. I keep thinking this is the week they're going to slip up, and they go out and beat Ohio or Iowa State by 50.
That was an impressive one.
And we needed that win. We finally got our 50-point win.
Max looked good.
Yeah, everyone looked good. Defense looked good. Run game looked good. Play calls were good. We need that this Saturday.
All right. TCU -2.5. Are you taking it, or are you going to lay the juice with the money line? Because I don't know if you remember, we had this conversation.
I'm taking the money line. Fuck the spread. Fuck the points. Because
beat them all at the door.
Nothing's worse than betting on your team or the team that you're at the game for. Have them win the game when you're supposed to be happy they just won, but they didn't cover, and you're in piss. Yeah. So I'm not doing that again.
So you just want to pull up to the stadium, have a good time, be on the win.
Tell me that not one of these teams is losing, USC, TCU. I feel like one of them has to lose.
You both might lose.
I mean, I think, do I pull a fade god heroic move and not take the Frogs and just nuke TCU?
No,
or nuke
dude,
USC?
no. You've been on the Frogs all year, and they've been hitting. It's your only team.
I know.
It's literally the only team that you will consistently get right.
Yeah.
Like I started getting DMs. I was like, bro, he doesn't miss on the Frogs. Like when I took Providence, they were like, dude, you don't want to bet against him when he's got the Frogs. And I was like, this is not something I expected.
I know, but I'm just so scared, bro. I would hate to have this unbelievable season just get crumbled.
And make no mistake, you lose that game, you're out.
Oh,
the committee wants you
we're
out.
We're in the mac and cheese bowl. If we lose this game. We go 12-0. We lose one fucking game. We're in mac and cheese.
The Panera Bread Bowl with chicken soup. Playing goddamn
bowl,
Kent State.
Chicken soup and a fucking bread bowl if we lose this game.
Because the committee wants you out.
For sure.
For some reason. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like Providence last year with basketball in the tournament. They just don't like teams like that because it's a money business at the end of the day, right?
They'll find some way to squeak Alabama in there.
Yeah, or Ohio State.
Yeah.
They need one of those two for the money. I'll be honest, I'm going to be on the Frogs. I feel like we're going. I can't root for Kansas State and be hanging out with you guys.
Thank you.
I just feel like that's my cross to bear. But I'll take the 2.5. So I don't mind losing my cheeks.
Okay.
On a K-State field goal that makes it a 1 point.
Trojans, though?
Trojans we took.
Yeah.
We took the Trojans.
Well, I sold the lay, so.
Yeah, the lay's already dead. But we have another TFM 2-teamer coming at the end of the episode for the NFL slate.
Quick shout out to my guy Rudy Gobert, $205 million and 1 rebound last night, and the T-Wolves still somehow stole our win. Yeah, classic.
Unbelievable.
Ja Morant getting ejected, sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That's why you lose that
That'll
game.
do it.
That's why. We'll do it. LSU Georgia. The spread is Georgia -17.5.
Jesus. That's the spread? 17.5?
That literally reminded me of the Kevin Hart bit. I'm 45. Damn. 17.5. Jesus. No, and I was about to say, give me the goddamn LSU Tigers, dude. I'm putting my foot down. Jaden Daniels has been my GOAT this year. Every time my back's against the wall, other than last weekend, every time my back's against the wall and I go to this kid, he delivers. This Georgia team has almost gotten punked a couple times this year, and this LSU team loves to punk. 17.5 points. I'm sprinkling on that. I'm sprinkling on the money line.
Oh, my God.
Because I'll tell you exactly why. This was the same shit with Alabama.
What?
And LSU comes out, and they know they're 17.5-point dogs, and they play their ass off. I love the Tigers when their backs are against the wall. Because the Tigers coming into this game, you got nothing to lose. Georgia's coming into this game not going, we need to cover by 17.5 points. Georgia's let's get a win and let's get there. Right? Let's just get there. Right? The college football playoff is on the mind. Let's just get there.
I mean, they're cooked from the playoff.
LSU is, I know, but LSU still wants that chip.
Yeah.
Georgia doesn't. Georgia's kind of like, we'd love the chip, but we got bigger things to worry about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not losing that game. But the plus 17.
Clip that. Clip that. Can you clip that? I want that clip.
Georgia's not losing that game. I'll put my meat on. I mean, it's a minus 1,000.
Minus 1,200. I'm putting my meat on the table. Georgia doesn't lose that game. No, I'm on the Tigers. I'll go Tigers. Go Tigers. I wore the merch like a boner garage.
That's actually a nice fit. I like it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I need some steez.
Yeah, we got to get you right.
I need something, man.
No, we'll get you right. But LSU, would you take the 17.5 for Georgia? Final question, then we'll move on.
I need a fact check on what the first half spread is, because correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it's normally half that. It might be like 13.
I think it's 13.5, and it's juiced to like minus 130.
Wow.
What does that tell you?
Not good things.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought it would be minus, 9.5. Considering first half 17.5. Full game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I feel like Georgia absolutely destroys them, takes them down, makes a statement.
Either I look like an absolute bozo.
It's 10.
It's 10.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the odds?
Minus 110 probably.
Yeah, minus 112.
Almost even.
Yeah. So
Give me
it's
the
what
Tigers.
it should be. I was wrong. But still, regardless, I think Georgia wants to make a statement. I think that they want to show, the committee that there's nobody even close to as good as they are.
All right. I mean, I don't hate it. I just love this Tiger team. I have to ride them.
They kind of looked like poop last game.
I know, but it's rivalry week. That's Texas A&M. You're in Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Chalk that one up to the game. It was a look ahead spot. They know they got Georgia. They knew they had Georgia.
Look ahead spot, dude.
All right, last college football game we'll talk about, then we'll move on to the NFL. Purdue plays Michigan in the Big Ten Championship. Michigan is minus 16.5. Give me the Wolverines minus 16.5. I put a future on them to win the college football playoff last night at 2 a.m. when I got home. They're my team going into the college football playoff now. They are going to punk the shit out of Purdue. And I hate to say it, if the college football stayed as it is right now, the college football playoff stays as it is right now, they would punk the dog do out of TCU. But I don't want you to address that yet.
Yeah, it's an argument for another time.
Purdue, Michigan, 16.5 point spread, Big Ten Championship. Where are you going?
Imagine the James Draws video. Purdue comes out and wins this game. Imagine.
Shout out James.
Imagine. Wouldn't that be something?
That would hurt, dude. That would hurt. That'd be the first time one of those videos hurt me.
You haven't been hurt by one of those before?
No, I've been hurt by every single one because I'm always on the other side. And I was like, I don't open my phone sometimes after primetime games because I know it's coming. I don't want to see it. So you like Purdue? Plus 16.5?
No, I don't. Purdue's going to get absolute bitched.
So you take the 16?
Yeah.
All right.
Again, though, it's just that's so many points in these championship games.
A lot of points.
Fluke shit's going to be knocking on the door.
Are we going to look not we are, am I going to look like a bozo again being close games taking the favorite? You know what I mean?
You've been kind of a bozo with those lately.
Bozo, dude. Last college football, I literally couldn't see one go through the net other than Michigan, and that was an underdog.
I know, but then we take the dog and they first play pick six. It's what?
Talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. All right, let's move on to the NFL. We got some great games on the slate. The first one that I think is going to be one of the most heavily bet on spreads. The Vikings are only -3 favorites at home against the New York Jets.
Wow. Sketchy.
That reeks of the square kid being like, the Vikings are only -3? And it's me.
You're a Jets guy.
I know. I'm taking the +3 and the money line. If that short spread tells me one thing, Vegas is nervous about Mike White and the offense now.
Yeah.
If it was Zach Wilson, I think that spread is 10.5 plus because they're
Really?
they're not going to move the ball. But now Mike White came out and showed that this offense is actually really good when you have someone that can just move the ball. So that short spread is telling me even though the Vikings are, the team of destiny right now, kind of the frauds of destiny right now, that we're only +3 going into their crib.
The Vikings could be a good surge 6-piece.
The money line? No way, dude. That's the money line where everyone looks at you and goes, dude, don't do that.
Literally.
That Jets defense is good. As a
No,
Jets
they
fan,
are.
as Jets fans around the globe, I'm confident in our defense being able to not only stop Justin Jefferson, but hold him under his yards as well.
Wow.
Sauce Gardner, I think, is going to be the defensive rookie of the year.
Dude's always streaming on Twitch.
He's a goat. He's literally a goat. He's my goat. I love him. But no, I'm taking the Jets +3. I love it. That short spread, I trust it. We're going to their crib. Mike White has got the confidence right now, the whole locker room, the whole team. Everyone loves him. Our defense, I think, is, I have no problem saying it. I think a top 5, top 3 defense in the league when, our offense can move the ball and we're not pinning them in terrible spots all game. So give me the +3 going into Minnesota. They're frauds, dude.
Yeah, that Vikings money line might be a little sus for me.
This is a Cowboy spread.
Yeah.
Same spread.
Yeah. Mimo?
Mimo?
3 points is kind of hard for Mimo to come knocking.
Yeah, she doesn't knock on
Yeah.
3 points. It's more like a money line.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I took the Vikings and the Jets are marching.
Yeah. Always marching.
So would you be taking a side in that, or is that kind of one you stay away from?
2 poverty teams. Both have sold
Okay,
to 6
watch
at some
yourself.
point. Probably laying off.
Laying off.
It's Vikings or nothing for me.
And I like that. I feel like there's no problem with that right now at the NFL. Just taking some games off.
Can we talk about the Browns-Texans game?
Yeah, 100%. Let's go to that game.
And-
Browns, Texans, Cleveland's -7.
Are we hammering overs on Deshaun Watson on every way you can?
Okay. I feel like we're going to tread lightly here. Yes. I feel like you can't come out against your old team. All that stuff happened. Obviously a terrible guy. And not just absolutely put them in the dirt.
We're going to have to be putting him in every prize picks.
Dude, like everything. Rushing yards, passing yards.
Rushing yards, passing yards, fantasy score, touchdowns.
Dude, it's gonna be,
He might catch a few.
He might. Dude, he literally might. Like, they just might be like, let's just get him. Let's get one in his hands. Because here's my thing. When I was thinking about that game last night, Houston's not getting up for this game. The Texans aren't like getting up for this game, being like, oh, we're playing Deshaun. You know what I mean? But Deshaun's getting up for this game like, all right, it's time.
Oh, my God. He's about to go
Like,
off.
it's time.
He's
You
going
know what I
off.
mean? He looked terrible, though. I don't know if you saw the clips
No.
from, I think it was this morning or either yesterday, his first practice, throwing balls wide receivers aren't catching.
No way.
Yeah, it looked awful. But
Fuck.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Rush yards can be a move.
Rush yards. I wonder what it's going to be at. But are you going to take that 7? Browns -7. Are you going to take? Does he cover?
I think that's a beautiful surge 6-piece for the money line. I love
Explain
me
to the people what a surge 6 is, just so they know.
the surgical 6, the fantastic parlay every Sunday of just the 6 money line favorites to win. Not always favorites. There's always, or sometimes 1, maybe 2 dogs in there. But that's the surge 6.
The Browns money line is a 6-piece.
That's a 6-piece. 100%.
That was screaming to be a 6-piece.
Yeah.
All right.
-300.
So we're taking all the overs of Deshaun.
Yes.
We're taking the Browns money line for the surge.
-7. I think they win by 28.
I also like the 7 too. I was literally about to say I like the 7 too.
Yeah.
Especially because you're playing in Houston too.
And they've looked good. They just beat the Bucks, dude.
That is true. That is true. They've looked good with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Imagine you give Deshaun Watson that offense. What's going on out there? We've got missiles are dropping around us in Frisco, Texas. We might have to abandon to the basement in 2 minutes here. Now, but that's gonna be a great game. I'm really excited for it. Deshaun Watson. I mean, we're taking all the overs.
We're nuking them.
Taking all the overs. There's some awful games. Steelers, Falcons, Packers, Bears. I really don't have any interest in those games. Games like this, though, I do love. And I feel like I know what team you're going to put in the surge with this game. Jaguars at Lions. The Jags are -1. I love games like this.
Why?
Because it's Trevor Lawrence, it's Jared Goff. It's 2 teams that it's just going to be a dogfight.
Yeah.
Like, I think it goes over.
I was going to say, I like that over.
I think it goes over. Let's see what the over is. Can you guess that over?
56.5.
51.5.
Wow.
I like that.
That's pretty low.
I like that at 51.5.
Yeah.
I like the over. I also will say, in Detroit, Jacksonville as favorites. I don't hate the Lions.
I don't either. We might have to be Lions in the 6.
Could you imagine?
Oh, wow.
With the vest. with the jacket on.
Dude, how about Jamal Williams fantasy school on Thanksgiving? So sharp.
I don't think that got talked about enough that you were like, there's a square out there.
Yeah, they actually
People are sleeping on.
I said I doubt they put the touchdown square on there. It was there.
Was it there?
Yeah.
Dude, he was 3 carries, 3 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, that's what his stat line was, dude. Like, that's an insane stat line.
And you know he's getting it again.
Dude, against the Jaguars?
Yeah.
Of course he is.
For
Because
sure.
the Lions love to get it to the one, and they're like, all right, just give it to Jamal. Let him run.
Actually, I shat on that game at first. That's going to be a fun game.
This should be a great game.
Yeah.
Jaguar, like, Etienne might run crazy. Trevor looked great. He didn't beat the Ravens, but he took the cover away.
No, he beat the Ravens, dude.
Oh, they won.
They won
outright.
that game.
Oh, my God, you're right, dude. Yeah, dude. I had the Ravens -6.
Yeah, the Browns won, the fucking Jags won, the Lions won, so much
wrong
poverty
side.
won last week.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
That I could be on the wrong side of every single one of those.
All those other teams were in the 6. The 6 almost full faded.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The 6 almost did full face.
It should have full faded. Except the Chargers came through after selling the surgical 6, being the only team to lose 2 weeks ago. The Chargers were the only team to win this week.
And that's sports betting.
That's sports betting for you. You can't make it up.
To a literal T. No, but I'm really excited for that game. I like games like that. Next game I want to talk about a little bit here. Titans travel to Philly.
Jeebus.
And they're
Can I get a goat whale touchdown, Derek? Fuck.
and the Titans are +4.5.
In Philly. Oh my God, dude. What?
This is okay, so this is what I'm saying. Last weekend we were like, Joe Burrow's got no starters. And the Titans are plus money. Let's take the Titans. This weekend, they're going, just got clowned by the Bengals. Now they're going to one of the most hostile environments in the NFL. And they're +4.5. I feel like we take the Titans.
Dude.
I feel like we take... That spread tells me everyone and their mother is going, give me Eagles -4.5.
For sure. Eagles might have to be a third 6
And that's
piece.
where we rear our heads.
What are you trying to be sharp now?
Titans +4.5.
Oh my God.
I've just gotten to the point in my NFL betting where I am now going to go to the games that I like and take the opposite, because the minute I like it and I go, no way the Titans can cover 4.5, it's the NFL and the Titans will cover 4.5. So that is why I do that.
This is an instance where, flash forward to Monday, what are we doing taking the Titans, man?
Can we be better? Can we be better?
In Philly? What are we doing?
If that happens, I'll do this goddamn podcast in a Halloween costume of your choice.
That's literally what's gonna happen. The Phillies just banged.
Phillies just banged. Oh my God, Schwarber.
The Phillies just banged. No, this is a game where Philly wins by 3.
So Titans +4.5.
And Meemaw's at the door.
So he just did that whole run around, shitting on my analysis to then go, this is a game where the Eagles win by 3 and the Titans cover.
We both win though, because I'm gonna be on Eagles ML
Eagles
for
in the
sure.
same 6. Okay. All right, I like it. Moving on, we've got some other really good games. Kansas City takes on the Bengals in Cincinnati, and the Chiefs are, guess that spread.
Oh my God, that matchup gives me fucking nightmares.
Guess that spread.
Chiefs are at home.
Away.
Chiefs are away. They can't cover. Is it prime time?
No.
Doubtful.
No. 325 game
Okay.
in Cincinnati.
Chiefs -5.5.
2.5.
What?
That's such a short spread.
What?
That's so short.
Oh my God.
Yo, there's some crazy value on money lines this week.
Revenge game though. Remember the championship game last year, where Mahomes was up 21-3 at halftime, and I had the biggest wager in quite some time on Chiefs Rams both money line to go to the Super Bowl, and that's a revenge game. Mahomes fucking blew that shit in Cincinnati, I believe. I think he gets his revenge. Mahomes has stolen so much coin from me. I don't want to fade him anymore. You're going to be on the Bengals?
I'm going to be on the Chiefs, which is why I hate the Chiefs. The minute I like the Chiefs in a short spread like this, I might as well just take the Bengals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because then we're going to be doing all this. Jamar's going to have his first week back. Joe Mixon's going to come back. And, well, I'm taking the over.
That's a great
Chiefs, Bengals, give me the over. That game, you can fill my holes with points. Guess the over-under. That is so low.
I'll say, knowing that it's low, 52.5.
53.
Wow.
Why is it so low?
I don't know.
Give me a free over. Because now I don't want the over. I'm taking the over. Fuck
you know that
taking
shit's 7-3 at half.
Shut up. No, it's not. I'm taking that over. Give me that over. Moving on, your boys. Chargers, Raiders, even money.
Oh,
Pick them in Las Vegas.
You want an over? That's the over.
You think that's the
Yes.
over? All right. Favorite over of the day?
What is it? 55.5? 56.5.
It is 50.5.
Dude, I'm not a lines maker, for fuck's sakes.
No shit. No shit. And then let's talk about the primetime game really, really quick. Colts, Cowboys. Dallas with the suicide spread, 10.5.
Oh, that's such a suicide spread. Fuck.
That is the most Dallas Cowboys
Meemaw.
suey spread Meemaw appearance I've seen in my life, because you and I are going to sit down on that couch and be like, all right, late night, tuck me in peace. Cowboys minus 10.5.
And then
We
again-
took the Colts and they lost outright against the Steelers. They're going to get banged out by the Cowboys. Colts lose by 3.
The Colts win that game.
Colts win that game. Colts win that game because they give the ball to Jonathan Taylor
Yeah.
all game,
Yeah.
and we're sitting there going, "God damn it! Can we be fucking better? Taking the goddamn Cowboys minus 10.5 again? I can't, dude. I can't take that number again, dude. After Thanksgiving, I cannot take
I
that number
know.
again.
Dude, I mean, fuck. That just gives me nightmares thinking about
I'm gonna
minus
take
10.
that number again.
We're taking
I'm gonna
that
take that
number.
number again.
Dude, last Christmas we bet on the Colts, and what happened?
I went home broke. The very next day, I cried it away. Oh, another great game. I did get a lot of DMs about this. This will be the last NFL game we talk about. Then we'll move on to the Prize Pick Squares and a little TFM 2-teamer. Dolphins Niners in San Fran. The Niners minus 4.
Wow.
That
That's some
feels low.
Dolphins at plus chicky?
The plus chicky Dolphins. Are we gonna go plus chick Dolphins?
Fuck the Niners, man.
I kind of like plus chick Dolphins.
The Dolphins I've barely bet on them this year. And I wish I have been, because they've been printing coin.
And it's like, but do you want to trust Tua? That's why I haven't bet on them. I don't trust him.
Why not?
Well, why haven't you bet on him?
Yeah, you're right, I guess.
Is it because of Tua?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? That's why. That's why, dude. I feel like I don't trust him. And you're sitting there going, why? But why haven't you bet on them? Probably Tua. No, but I like the Dolphins plus 4 in the money line here. Plus chick Dolphins.
I'm down. Let's ride that.
Plus chicky play of the weekend. Dolphins.
Yeah. I'm
I
in.
know I'm going to wake up Sunday and want the Niners.
Why? No.
Christian McCaffrey?
Is that a prime time?
No. That is a 3 o'clock game. We've got a stacked 3 o'clock slate. Wow.
That's where Surge Sixes go to die.
That's the goddamn graveyard. We're just going to have to fight our way through the noon slate
Yeah.
and then get to the 3 o'clock where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Ravens, Broncos, Baltimore at home, minus 8.5. That's free spread of the weekend.
Free spread.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Lamar Jackson has to cover that game.
Yeah, for sure.
He has to cover that game.
He's got to come out and win that game for sure.
All right, the PP sneak nuke of the weekend. It's going to be NFL. It's going to be a 14 flex. The PP is alive from last episode after, actually, as this releases. It could be dead or alive, so let's really quick. Oh, my God, it smacked.
Let's go.
Oh, shit, it's sold.
Fuck, dude.
All right, so I'm going to be honest. Haven't looked into a lot of squares yet, but I like my wide receivers more than yards. And I feel like we were talking about a couple games going over. And I feel as though 2 games I'm looking at, give me Tyreek Hill more than his yards receiving. I feel like if we're going to take the plus chicky Dolphins, that's a spot we get Tyreek Hill at. And I also, I'm going to take Travis Kelce more than his receiving yards.
I love that. That's a go well.
I love that.
Well, guess what? I got 2 for you that you're going to love.
All right. If they're fucking field goals,
No,
I'm kicking you off the goddamn couch.
No. Deshaun Watson
oh, all right. Yes, let's fucking go.
over rush yards or fantasy score or pass yards. What do we do?
Which one do you like most?
I like rush yards.
Well,
I
let's
think
do rush yards.
he's going to fucking find a way to win the game with his feet.
Or might be rusty, break one off.
Yeah. All right. So Watson rush yards. There was one more. that I'm fucking losing right now. Fuck.
Do you know the game?
Oh. Who are the Cardinals playing?
They're not.
Oh, they're on a bye?
They're on the bye.
Fuck. I was going to take Kyler Murray rush yards.
That would have been free, too. That would have been so free. I'll list off some games. Maybe help you.
Yeah.
Jets, Vikings. Steelers, Falcons. Packers, Bears. Jaguars, Lions. Jamal Williams fantasy score.
Jamal Williams fantasy score. Deshaun Watson rush yards.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh, my God, dude. That's surge. The prize pick sneak nuke of the weekend reads as follows. Tyreek Hill more than receiving yards. Travis Kelce more than receiving yards.
Deshaun Watson rush yards. Jamal Williams fantasy score or touchdown if they have it.
All more than. Welcome to the show. 4-pick flex it. If you're a coward or 4-pick power play if you're feeling strong, my friend. All right, the TFM 2-teamer. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the spot. 2 teams in a dream. I'm going to go Jets +3 as the first leg.
Jets +3.
I'm sorry.
First leg.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have to take the Vikings. Give me the over in the Chargers game. Chargers-Raiders.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Putting it over in there.
Yeah.
TFM 2-teamer. We got the Jets +3, the over in the Chargers game, and Chiefs money line.
And Chiefs money line. Squeaking that one in there.
Squeaking that one in.
You know what's crazy? This guy actually can't take an under. Like, it's not a bit. Like, it's actually deep down. He can't do it. We were placing a secret lay together. And I'm like, dude, yeah, under in the UC Irvine game. My boy says it's a lock. He's like, no. I'm like, dude, what do you mean no? He's like, I can't take an under. I'm like, this is real. Like, we're off camera. And he's like, dude, I'm not taking an under. I was actually baffled when I found that out.
I've never taken an under. I have never taken an under in my life, and I never will.
Even on prize picks or any props?
No, ever.
That's unreal, man.
Ever. I refuse. I like the over. This will be the last thing I explain. I only take the over because when I watch a game and when I root for a person or when I take a prop, I want to see them do well. I want to be watching the game and have Jalen Green threes, and when he shoots a three, be like, "Spagack!" and go like nuts when he makes it. I don't want to be like, miss. Like, I don't want to be rooting.
You see what's on the fridge in there, that prize picks? All unders?
The bozo package.
That's the last one I fucking hit.
No, I refuse.
You want to make an entry with all overs? I wish I knew.
Yeah, Trent's coming up my neck for the dancing, rightfully so. But the Wish I Knew song is the anthem of the house, so in case you're wondering. I will be posting a dance on Sunday to that song, and it will smack in the mouth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the TFM Bets episode 2, episodes 3 days a week. This has been the NFL episode. Thanks for tuning in.